Thank you. See you soon, Tom.
I will see you soon. Absolutely. Bye. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Four, three, two, one. Good afternoon. I am Tom Butcher with the Zero Project here at our conference in Vienna. And this afternoon, I have the great honor, sadly virtually, of being with Steve Lee of China's Soochow Realinder Technologies, a 2026 award winner. Soochow Realinder Technologies has developed an accessible map ecosystem. And I am going to ask Steve, who I can see on the screen in front of me, if he would start off by telling us a little about the initiative. Steve, over to you.
Hi, Tom. Good afternoon, folks. I'm Steve Su from Soochow Realinder Technologies. So my initial initiative to create an accessible map ecosystem is to help the people with different disabilities to navigate the cities with ease and dignity. So, many infrastructures in the city are still far away from perfect. So we need a little bit different navigation platform that is different from traditional navigation apps to um, make us live our lives better. Because I am self actually with cerebral palsy and I'm a full-time wheelchair user, so I know exactly what wheelchair users need to uh, navigate through their world.
Excellent.
That's the initial, yeah.
Thank you. And if I remember rightly, you are already present and have already looked at a number of cities in China. Could you tell us a little bit about those cities? Are they large? Are they small? And what are some of the challenges that not only you have come across, but that you have helped solve and hope to help solve? And I leave it to you to riff. Over to
Okay.
you.
Okay, so we have covered 13 cities in China. Basically, they are second-tier cities, not too large or not too small, because the smaller cities, they don't have enough accessible infrastructures to raise or to mark on the maps. I think they have limited influence for the users. So when we accessible restrooms, accessible um, toilet, whether the bridge have a lift access or not, something like that, or even the CapCut is available for the sidewalks. So uh, basically, we have AI-powered algorithm to calculate the accessible route to help the person with disabilities to navigate through the city. So, except for the technologies, we have maybe the biggest problem is maybe founding, I would say, because we founded by many local authorities or even CDPF, but uh, we are still finding a sustainable way to make more and more uh, infrastructures or POIs on the map and involve more public services like we mount a lot of devices onto the bus fleet in Changzhou City to make the bus navigation more easier because here in China we don't always have accessible bus in every bus route.
Right. And do you focus on wheelchair accessibility or across a range of different accessibility challenges?
Initially, we most focus on wheelchair access because I myself is a full-time wheelchair user. But later, we focused both on wheelchair users and for the visual impairment. We think these two kinds of people with disabilities, they challenge the most in their daily lives.
Right. Thank you so much. So, what you are doing requires you to integrate vast amounts of data from many different inputs. Can you describe, just in as simply as you can, the different types of data input that you need to make what you're doing successful?
I think maybe we integrate a lot of data, including whether the bus coming is accessible or not, or whether the sidewalk has cupcakes, or whether there is an accessible toilet or not, or whether the bridge have lift or ramp access or not, something like that. Basically, we use the data that we would use for public transportation,
Right.
or yeah, or by including our daily lives.
Right. I'm going to go back right to the beginning of your initiative and your project. What was your motivation, Steve, for establishing
Actually,
Soochow?
okay. Actually, during I'm purchasing my PhD degree, I have traveled a lot. Internationally, including the European countries, North America, Australia, and many countries. I see maybe the infrastructures there are much better than here in China. And after I get back to China, I was thinking, is there any solutions for us to let the people here in China, there are 85 million people with disabilities here in China. I think maybe one of the largest disabled communities in the world. And I'm learning computer science. So I was thinking, what can I do to help the community? That's the initiative.
Great. Absolutely commendable. And going from there to where you are now, what would you say were the three major challenges that you have had to address to achieve what you have already, Steve, which is quite considerable?
I think maybe three major challenges will be there are many different bureaus. They are actually connecting or they are investigating many facilities, but they are not so detailed in data format. So we are doing it again to reconfirm the data. That's the first one. And the second one, we are always encountering we are lack of uh, volunteers around across the countries to help us to collect the data countrywide, nationwide.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah.
Third,
Yeah.
yeah, and third, maybe a little bit lack of funding. So actually, I think these are the three major challenges.
Great. Thank you so much. But you seem to have overcome them to a certain quite a large extent, to have achieved what you've already achieved. One final question, which is, you are providing accessibility by what you're doing, but doing what you're doing, you're also promoting safety. Can you talk to that aspect of your initiative?
Yes, I promote one aspect especially. Here in 2022, there are two people who is in wheelchair. They encountered a very dangerous situations here in China because of lack of the standardization of the public ramp access in the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So we have from then, when we collect data in our work, we collect every data and ramp in a ramp CapCuts.
Yeah.
So when we navigate the wheelchair users or for the visually impaired, to guide them through the cities when we use the accessible route, we will inform them whether the CapCuts in front of them is safety enough for them to navigate through or not.
Right.
Yeah, I think we always put safety as the most priority.
Great. Thank you so much. That's what I thought. Steve, we've just got a little bit of time left, so I'm going to ask you to help wrap up our session by providing my listeners here, who are sitting in front of me, and everybody who's watching this on TV, with a single takeaway that will enthuse them, inspire them, and also tell them more and encapsulate what you're doing.
I think we are living in an AI era, but AI can do a lot of things to help improve our inclusiveness and accessibility, because we always think AI can do a lot to to make work more cost effective, or we always thinking about robots or something like that. But I think what AI truly can do is they can help people with disabilities to help them make their lives better.
Great. Thank you very much indeed. Steve, I'm only sad that you're not here physically, and I could meet you and spend much more time with you, and that you had been able to present your incredible initiative to everybody else here. But since we haven't been able to meet in reality, we've met in virtuality, and thank you very much indeed, and I look forward to seeing your technologies in many more cities, perhaps outside China, and I hope that our community can help you take it where you want to go. So, Steve, thank you once again. Thank you very much indeed, viewers. I think we've been honored to have Steve with us, and I'm sure you can look him up on the web and find out more if you want to. Steve, look after yourself. Thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.